Well, the NBA on TNT continues. Coming up next, the Emmy Award-winning Inside the NBA, where Ernie, Charles, Kenny, and Reggie will have highlights and a look back at what has taken place here tonight. And special guest Tony Gwynn. Tony will be the lead analyst working with Chip Carey on TBS's playoff coverage starting this fall. Tony Gwynn, pretty good hitter, headed to the Hall of Fame. And then on Saturday, it is Game 6 of the Pistons and the Cavaliers. Our coverage starting 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So Detroit taking command. They now lead at 86-81. As you see, just 3:45 left in the fourth.
They've gone to this little half-court trap now the last few possessions, and it's really kind of crossed up the Cleveland rhythm. You see the trap here now in the corner. Pavlovich in trouble.
And Maxwell comes away with it.
You've got to stay out of the trapping areas. The sideline corner, the worst place in the world you can pick up the basketball. There's no outlet over there.
Hamilton, fouled by Gibson. Acting foul on Daniel Gibson. That'll put Hamilton back at the line. That's number 5 on Gibson.
This is what they went to the other night to get back in the game in the fourth quarter, recognizing Daniel Gibson is playing Rip Hamilton. He knows if he takes his time, he can get to the shooting area. We saw it the other night when he got a little bit warm in the fourth quarter. And tonight, not only is he making his shot, but he's getting to the line. Look at this, Marvin. One of the things we always talk about is the great free throw shooting of the Detroit Pistons guard and how that is so important in close games.
Now 11 for 11. The Pistons have hit 26 of 33 at the line.
So I think against this half-court trap, rather than lag the ball back to LeBron, I might let him start it, give it up, and then get it back to him so he can attack. What's happening is they're lagging the ball to him. He's giving the ball up, and then they're not being able to get it back into his hands.
Well, they've got to get it to the middle of the floor. You talked about it. You can't get caught on the sidelines, particularly in the corners. So once it's lagged, you've got to get somebody coming right up the gut into the middle.
10 unanswered for the Pistons. 8 of the 10 scored by Hamilton. Change to the crossover. It counts, and the foul. What a move by LeBron James.
Wow. Just pure power. This is what LeBron loves to do, attack, and then he will use his left when he goes off that left foot. He kind of goes, it looks like he's going to maybe try to reverse right-handed layup, but then he'll switch it back to the left hand. And he likes that little lefty scoop off that particular move.
Foul committed by Hamilton, his 4th. LeBron is 5 for 5 at the line. Pavlovich with the rebound. Marshall, Gooden off the fake, and is fouled by Maxwell. Nice ball fake by Gooden.
See, Rasheed Wallace, he remembers Drew Gooden making all those perimeter shots in Game 4, so he's got to react to that pump fake, and Gooden makes the right play, gets around Wallace. He's going to go to the line.
A timeout with 2:49 remaining in the fourth. Time now for the Marines teamwork play of the game.
Well, Marv, I know you're enamored with the most recent NBA phrase, random offense.
Yes.
This is the ultimate in random offense. Anderson Varejao just kind of getting in the way and actually makes a good mistake. He ends up setting a pick without even trying to. Ilgauskas with the lay-in. I guess we'll call it teamwork.
Call it 4-5 blast.
Cavaliers have 2 timeouts remaining, 2 full. Detroit with 2 and a 20. Pistons have done it at the line here in the fourth quarter. It's primarily been Rip Hamilton. Detroit 8 of 8 at the line. Cleveland just 1 of 5 at the foul line. Gooden at the line for the first time tonight. Mentioned earlier how the Cavs have struggled during the regular season at the free throw stripe. but have picked it up in the postseason.
And when Detroit took this lead, it was at the foul line. They're 8 of 8 in this quarter, so the differential right now is that free throw line that we spoke about.
2.5 remaining in the fourth quarter. Shot clock to 5. Here's Hamilton with the runner. Good rebound.
Well, Mike Brown went with Eric Snow to come into the game for defensive purposes, which slid Pavlovich over to Hamilton. I think he felt he had to get size on it.
Oh, LeBron James drills it from downtown to bring the Cavaliers within 1.
Why don't we just put 2 minutes on the clock and play? I mean, that's what it's come down to every game. Last possession.
26 points for James. Here's Phillips, lost it. Back comes James. Wallace is back. James streaking, and he is fouled. Rasheed Wallace was turned around as LeBron put the speed on, and he will go to the line.
Well, interestingly enough, Eric Snow comes behind, knocks the ball out, and you cannot backpedal when you play against LeBron James. You have to sprint. Now he has to go to the line and see if he can make a couple free throws. How quick that lead is dissipated if he knocks both of these down.
James 5 of 6 at the line. The foul on Wallace is third, so both teams are now over the limit. And the Cavaliers are killing themselves at the foul line.
This is more like the team we saw in the regular season. Or they 29th, I think, in the NBA, and foul shooting about 70%.
Cavs are 2 of 8 at the line in this fourth quarter, and James misses both. This is after hitting all 5 of his free throw attempts in game 4 in the fourth quarter.
He had a lot of chance to put pressure on Detroit, put them down by 1, see what they were going to do under this kind of pressure.
And now you wonder, does he attack the rim late, in the last 2 minutes, having missed his last few?
Minute 40 left in the fourth. Detroit by 1. They double up on Wallace, try to get it down low. Pass intended for Maxiell, and again the Pistons turn it over. Pavlovich not even thinking about a shot.
How about Eric Snow? They bring him in and he gets 2 steals. The Pistons only had 1 turnover the entire second half.
Phillips on James. Shot clock to 5. Here is good. A wide open shot from in close for good.
We've seen that shot all series. LeBron getting loaded up on defensively, just trying to pick the defense apart. Can't ask for much more than that. That little look from Drew Gooden.
Timeout is called by Detroit with 54 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and the Pistons clinging to a 1-point lead. Here we go again. Final minute, fourth quarter, 1-point game. Cavaliers have a full and a 20. Pistons with 2 20s. Both teams are over the foul limit.
Well, this is where the Pistons really miss Antonio McDyess as an offensive player, but we go through it and we can see the team that has won the fourth quarter has won each game. In Cleveland, it was the Cavaliers the last 2 tonight, 18-17. A lot of game to be played. Question, Marv, is coming out of this timeout, where's Detroit going to go offensively to try to get a hoop?
See, I think maybe if Snow hadn't come back into the ball game, you would have seen Rip Hamilton run off some screens. They like that matchup with Hamilton and Gibson, but Snow has changed the defensive dynamic of this game now. His size he's able to guard Chauncey Billups. That slides Pavlovich to Hamilton, and Pavlovich can bother Hamilton. So I think you go to Rasheed down on the block. That's usually what Detroit likes to do.
Pistons have 12 on the shot clock. Billups played by Snow. Out of 5 on the 24. Out of 3. Wallace lost it. And the call by Ron Garrettson, last touched by Rasheed Wallace. 3 consecutive turnovers by the Pistons.
And again, Marv, they'd only had 1 the entire second half.